beautiful. So I wanna tell you now. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're today's presenter, Hyun-min Kim and Min-jae Cho. As we said before, you look amazing just the way you are. This is what I want to tell you today. Throughout my life, however, I found that no one really believes me when I give them this compliment. People often say, "Are you kidding me? Don't you see these freckles all over my face?" Or, "Oh, this color on my face looks so ugly." Sometimes they get discouraged and say, "No, I have unsymmetrical face. I'm not pretty." Many regard those scars, freckles, or even unsymmetrical face as flaws that make them less attractive, though it is natural to have such features. And it's so sad that they just don't see their beauty as I see. So today, my partner and I brought one Korean heritage that might make you more confident with yourself. This is munjar. Munjar, 달항아리 in Korean, got its name from its spherical shape and milky white glaze of the jar, which resembles the moon. The white wheels were made by unknown potters between the 17th and 18th centuries, and are used for practical purposes such as storing foods or displaying flowers. Back in the day when munjar was produced, however, it was impossible to make such a large round jar in a single piece. Producing large moon jars measuring 40 to 50 centimeters in height therefore required the process of attaching two separate bowls together. This unique method resulted in feasible joints at the center as well as making the jar unsymmetrical. Once they were formed, the potteries were put into kiln and baked. In the kiln, ashes were flown in the air, resulting in a random array of freckles like black dots all over the surface. So the munjar got distinct flaws on it. But these minor blemishes made the jar more attractive, not ugly. Yang Woo-chung, former Director General of the National Museum of Korea, described munjar as follows. White jars are generous with an air of luxury. There is pride as the full moon, but have the charm of being a bit incomplete, like the moon on 13th or 17th day. There is a sense of all-encompassing warmth that embraces all things. In fact, they're like personal warmth and generosity. With its attractive shape and generous proportion, the jar has inspired many artists, not only in Korea but all over the world. One of them was the father of British studio pottery, Bernard Leach. When he visited Korea in the mid-1930s, he fell in love with munjar's simple and natural beauty and brought the jar to Britain, saying, "I'm carrying a piece of happiness." This anecdote is just one example that shows how charming the jar is. Munjar is not perfect. Rather, it is imperfect with some flaws. But the jar's slight imperfectness turned into its natural beauty, and it is now cherished by many of the world's art lovers. What the munjar shows is that one can be wonderful just the way it is. And this lesson can also be applied to you who have never recognized the beauty of what you have. You look amazing just the way you are. Thank you all so much.